Hey guys, before we get started, I would like to give a special thanks to SirLionhart for helping me with this video. He basically has given me all of the rights to use his footage for any video game-based purposes. And today, since we are doing Persona 4 Arena, I was like, hey, maybe I can use this video game footage for it. And then I had a chat with him on Facebook, and he basically stated that I can use any of the video game footage from his channel if I want, as long as I give him credit. And I think this is the best way that I can do this. So again, SirLionhart, you're a fucking amazing person. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel if you guys like Let's Plays. Definitely subscribe to him and check out his Facebook. So with that being said, let's get on to the review. What a beautiful day it is. The sun is shining, I think. The birds are just singing. I'm in my closet right now. I am not even sure if there are birds outside. Let's check our YouTube notifications for a sec. Oh. Well, it looks like my YouTube channel's dying again. Looks like I gotta figure out what to do just so I can actually stay afloat on this godforsaken site. I know. I'll do a video game review. But what video game should I review? Oh, wowie. Looks like I gotta check on Patreon. I made it to $30 on Patreon. Looks like I have to not only do Bitch Against Magic John Cena in the near future, it seems I have to do a review of Persona 4 Arena. You know what, that's good. I'm getting to the anime fans as well as the video game demographic as well, so hopefully if I do this, more people will notice. I mean, it's not like a lot of people even covered Persona, and fuck.
Looks like I'm a little bit late to the party. Let's get started.
Before we actually start talking about Persona 4 Arena, let's take a brief look at Persona as a whole. The series is one of the many spin-offs in the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, created and directed by Atlus's very own Koji Okuda, as in future installments are made, directed, and created by Katsura Hashino. The Persona series is about looking at the psychological aspect with each character that you interact with. As you interact with the characters, you all go through some sort of trauma that usually involves some sort of rumor or mystery. What makes this different from every other game about teenagers in high school in Japan fighting demons and monsters and whatever is... Okay, it's not as original as I thought, but stay with me here. In each official game, the protagonist is usually known as a silent main protagonist in order to relate more to the player. You, along with other party members that you interact with later in the game, can summon some sort of demons known as personas to fight other demons or monsters or whatever you like to call these things. And call them out and to discover some sort of mystery in each game. In the first game, you and your classmates are trying to figure out how you all got trapped in another dimension while also searching for one of your other classmates that escaped to this exact dimension in order to try and escape together. The second game follows two new protagonists in a duology that revolves around the mysterious villain known as Joker-sama. The third game is where things get more interesting. The game revolves around yet another silent protagonist as he or she in the PSP version joins an elite group known as Seeds. Seeds. It's C's. I couldn't even make that joke funny even if I tried. Their names are short for the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, as there are a wide variety of Persona users, one of them being a little boy, one of them being a guy that likes to play baseball and is voiced by Vic Mignogna, one of them being popular, and another one being rich, and another one being a dog. Now, in this game, we follow yet another protagonist who goes to school, meets friends, and goes inside the TV world to solve a murder mystery. Now, I personally believe that the main reason why this is one of the most liked games in the franchise is because of the fact that it's not just the story, it's the characters. The characters in this game have the most personality that I've seen in a long time. You feel like you have some sort of connection with these people because of the fact that they're your friends. You can make special social links with these characters, and even if you're not talking to one individual character in the game, you can see how lively their personalities mesh with one another. You can see how colorful their personalities are when they're just by themselves talking to people and just being cool guys or girls or Yukiko. It just adds to the story, it just adds to their struggles, and it adds to all of the things that they have to go through in order to just live normal lives and have everything just go back to the way things were. If not, make things better. And that's where we are today.
Persona 4 Arena.
This game itself needs absolutely no introduction to its story because, you know, it's been out for like fucking 5 years. So obviously just doing a callback to the story would be completely and utterly pointless. But I'm gonna do it anyway because of the fact that I need that sweet, sweet YouTube revenue.
Small loan of $1 million.
The story of the game starts out with Narukomi, the main protagonist of Persona 4, has just gotten his voice back from Ursula the Sea Witch, so he celebrates by coming back home to his friends and second family and arranges a party at Juness and Golden Week. After that, we see Rise, Teddy, and Kanji are missing, so it's up to the original members of the investigation team to find out what's going on. Oh yeah, there's like a fucking story of some white-haired girl and the P3 character is coming back, but just...
It's not like I didn't beat the game or anything. No, that's not it.
Next off, we'll be talking about the visuals, and as usual, it looks fucking fantastic. It's probably one of the most polished fighting games I've seen, well, next to a few others. The way that the art presents itself is nothing but spectacular. The way the movements of each character is fluent, have their own unique style of fighting ability, as well as have every single character's action and movement go in a certain way fitting their personality, but we'll get more into that when we talk about the gameplay. With the cinematic animations to the still frames that we see when the characters are talking in the story mode, I just gotta say that it's probably one of the most beautiful games I've seen in a long time. Now, the music was done by the usual guys, composer Shoji Meguro and the vocal squad. Old lady Yumi Kamamura, Asian Ice Cube himself, Lotus Juice, and J-pop waifu extraordinaire, Shihoko Harada. The music, as usual, is fucking fantastic. I would definitely have to give credit to the composer himself. He definitely knows how to make music, and he definitely knows how to make a good soundtrack for a kick-ass fighting game. Let's talk about that gameplay. Every single character has a very unique style of combat, and it delves into their personality as well. With you, it feels really good to play as him because of the fact that he's the main character and he introduces you to the gameplay due to his blank personality. He obviously controls exactly how you think. Simple and sweet, like his cup. With Yosuke, you can see that he's very fast-paced and agile with his fighting. Though he's agile, he's also very clumsy, which you can definitely see with his gameplay as well as the introductions. Mostly the introductions. I just really love it when he just looks like an idiot. Whether he's stuck into the trash can or he's just in that rope, it's... With Chie and her love of kung fu, she usually uses that to her best abilities and shows off her style and upbeat personality. Yukiko, with her amazing posture, just proves how completely fucking useless she is in battle.
That was bullshit, man.
They each have their own certain set of moves, and it's very much like your standard fighting game with the half circles and down pads and all that jazz. But the game itself teaches you how to play, and it does it in a very simplistic way. Mostly since I'm not a fighting game type of guy, even though I decided to make this the first game I fucking review in this entire channel. This is a breath of fresh air when it comes down to learning certain patterns and trying to figure out what does what. I mean, unless it's Smash Brothers, you can't get simpler than fucking Smash Brothers. The tutorial of the game is very informative and it teaches you the demands in a very simple way, as I said before. Just don't do the challenge mode or score attack if you're a beginner. Bottom line is this: if you like fighting games or if you want to get into fighting games, then Persona 4 Arena is definitely the start for you. With that being said, looks like it's time for the next installment of Waifu War! Welcome to another exciting episode of Waifu Wars. I'm Jim Stevenson.
And I'm Frank.
No one gives a shit, Frank. We're here today to see the waifu fight of the century. Meat lover Chie Satonaka versus cross-dresser extraordinaire Naotoshi Organe.
These two are going to go head-to-head to see which waifu truly is known as the best of the best. My god, I'm jerking off to these teenage girls right now.
You and me both, Frank. Looks like we're about to see the fight right now. This is it, everybody. The fight of the century!